First things first.
It's an understatement to say that COVID-19 overshadowed everything.
We're in the unknown, where we are really out of our depth to a certain extent.
People have been impacted by COVID in like a whole string of ways, positive and negative. So obviously the negative ones being the health risks that we're exposed to, the mental health difficulties, the worry, the anxiety, the loneliness, the depression, etc. And then some of the pros have been just having a time to pause and just to take stock of what's going on and just giving a minute to maybe reframe what is important in life.
What's been keeping you going through lockdown, lads?
So again, that's one of the really critical questions that we're now addressing with a matter of urgency.
What, yeah?
Hand-cooked chips in a range of flavours.
I've never shopped yet.
It does raise concerns both about whether
people who live on their own, they don't have anyone to talk to unless you meet up with them.
I do give out, but no one answers me.
So how are you finding it?
Oh, I find it very difficult. I'd be lonely and find the days long.
I just felt today it's a little bit dull. I needed to bring some life in, so a sequin mask. What more could a girl wish for?
Playing bocce when we came back was a bonus, more than a bonus.
They really, really depended an awful lot for their social interaction on the bocce that we played.
And I want to tell you today about a new publication we have just launched, which is Offaly Heritage 11.
The holidays are supposed to be a happy time and a time where people get together and have a good time. If that's not what's going on in your life, then it kind of highlights all the things you wish were happening but are not.
I wonder, are people kind of feeling that slight hopelessness?
Well, for the first, I'd say 3 months, I find out it was funny, because you couldn't go outside your own gate.
Once the lockdown finished and life, I won't say had some normality, but was a little more expansive. It was beyond our 2 kilometres or 5 kilometres. There was a different sort of a solace in there. There was, is it okay just to be in the solace, or what? It's, I suppose, still more of that uncertainty.
Tony Connolly is the Europe editor for the Irish broadcaster RTE. Perhaps he knows.
Well, they're still talking.
Meeting people and getting to know new people is what I love.
I couldn't understand it. Why would they not want to invest in the science that has told us so importantly that it required testing, tracing, treatment, separation, sanitation?
One quite late into the evening, I'm told.
I found that I wasn't able to go and do things.
Okay, so my niece had a baby girl 3 days ago, so we can't wait to go down and see her. She showed us pictures, but it's not the same. Sure, it's not. Just going down and seeing her.
The digestive issues were pretty much constant.
Be one member state or other is not.
Ready? Here we go.
What if you could earn more doing what you love?
We take everything for granted. We get up and do, we have our daily routine, we have our weekly routine, we have our annual routine. Yeah. And none of us were prepared for this. And we had various flus in the past, like swine flu and the blue flu and the SARS flu, but we never had, at a global level, we never had COVID-19. This is completely new to the planet.
The sad reality is that some parts of the country don't have connectivity at all.
We're not going to go to the pub like we used to and down to the local bar and spend, if I text somebody to go down and meet you there at 8 o'clock and we're still there at 12 o'clock, still chatting and praising each other, and by then you're chatting to the whole bar and everybody's talking, and it becomes nearly a group conversation, that's not there at the minute. So I'm hearing people talk about that and how much they miss it.
The biggest emotion that I felt has been loneliness. Is just the no customers coming in, nothing happening. And there was times I'd be here and I'd be like, I heard something. Like me and the ghosts, we got really acquainted. Right. Really did, because, oh my goodness, I think every time a car drove up the mall, it probably shook the whole building. Right. And felt like I heard footsteps coming across the auditorium.
Just the business about keeping in touch with each other, or having somebody to, it's not just get your groceries, it's having someone to chat to. Your whole world shrinks around you.
So it's necessary that you can count on yourself.
Now, don't go seeking perfection.
Extend yourself a little grace.
But I mean, economy is not everything, you know. Business is not everything.
And everything took a conversation. Opening a door took a conversation. Who touched the door? How did it, you know, all of this cleaning protocol that we have been going on inside as well. It just, you know, sometimes we're like, oh, I just want to do it. Can we just do something and not have a conversation about it?
Creativity for me is a way of expressing myself. It's a way of enjoying myself. It's a way of relaxation. It's a way of connecting with beauty. It's a way of connecting with something spiritual bigger than myself. It's possibility of things that have never been are now in existence through my creativity, whether that's through art or through music or through movement or through nature as well.
Don't be afraid to celebrate the little wins as much as the big ones.
There was some solace in getting things done earlier on.
Look at all we can do is live, keep going. There will be light. It's kind of that tiny at the minute, but eventually it'll be bigger and we'll see it. And we will, I have to believe we're going to come out the other end of this. That is the only thing probably that's keeping me going.
Like I say, I don't think my life would be a life. So I might be alive, but not living if I didn't have creativity in it.
Family and friends. Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence.
With that, it was all over